and welcome once again to another episode of Robo Luchador. I'm your host Russell, joined by this week
Morgan.
coming down off of my high that is Toy Fair 2014, not 2014, 2016. So much good, so much unknown, and my poor wallet is crying because I already pre-ordered that Batman Beyond set that we talked about last week.
Yep.
I can't help it. Batman Beyond is one of my favorite Bruce Timm shows. It had so much potential, and the first season was so dark.
Yep.
But I do have some news of some stuff I looked over last week during the show, because the show was mostly live reactions. But there was some stuff I just missed because either A, they didn't want pictures of it, or B, I was on this stupid high. Bandai of America showed off more of their Power Ranger Legacy line. The line now includes a new series of 6.5-inch figures that the 5 core Rangers will have a collect and build Megazord that'll be 7.5 inches in height. And the 6 Rangers just supposed to have accessories. They plan on starting this year with the figure line, and the first 2 lines are going to be Mighty Morphin and Ninja Storm. So, yeah. And Ninja Storm mostly is kind of a predecessor to Ninja Steel, the next year's Power Rangers. So, that's happening. That got announced. Bandai didn't want pictures of them, but apparently, for everything I read, the figures were gorgeous, on par with the SH Figuarts line. That also, the Voltron of my dreams was at Toy Fair. Toyami's Voltron, Ultimate Voltron EX, supposedly coming out this summer. Still no price. I swear to God, if this is a $400 figure, Toonami, I will burn your freaking offices to the ground. But other than that, that's big stuff I personally overlooked. There was so much at Toy Fair, like, so much from all of our favorite companies. It was really, really hard to process it all. Very hard. My favorite thing, I don't know right now what my favorite thing might be. There's so much that was there. Revan. Well, not Darth Revan, but Revan from the 6-inch Revan for the Black Series. I think that is amazing, and I want those games to be canon again. Alright, you said you had some news?
Yep.
Is it Toy Fair related or just...
Just general news. To start us off, Marvel's been pushing quite a lot of Daredevil advertisement out there. We got a better look at Punisher in a new trailer for Season 2. Looks quite interesting. I'm actually getting a bit more confident about John Bernthald's portrayal of him. Let me see. Yeah, the new Pokemon is getting its own movie that's going to be introducing it in 2016.
So, wait, Detective Pikachu's going to have a movie?
No, the new Pokemon.
Oh.
The actual new Pokemon.
Oh, the new physical Pokemon, the new, the Mew-ish type Pokemon. The one that you can only get through distributor events.
Yeah, it's called Magiana, and it looks weird. It's got like a gear head. I don't know what it's going to be like, but yeah, it's getting its own movie and such. Probably going to be introduced in the next generation of Pokemon, but I don't know. Ghostbuster Reboot's been getting more posters and such. Apparently they've changed the logo, but I am not seeing the change.
you send me a picture or a link to a picture? I've seen the posters, but I haven't seen the logo.
I'll send you the logo. I'm not seeing the difference, but everyone keeps kind of freaking out, going, "Oh my goodness, it's so different!" I'm just, eh.
Let me look at it. I got an eye for these things.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's like a new line, but
Oh, it's different and it's not different. They've modernized it a lot. Like,
yeah,
it's just, it looks more pressed, like metal, instead of.
yeah,
I can see the differences, but it's not like major changes. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Like, as much as I want a new Ghostbusters team, I am holding my breath on that movie.
Yeah, I'm quite skeptical.
Because the
always
Hearst
open.
stays.
I'm always open to it being really good and going to see it and such, but when somebody reboots a franchise like that, like everyone seemingly loves to do recently, I'm getting more and more skeptical about them, considering they're wanting to reboot Mary Poppins.
No, don't you touch that. Don't you
Mary
touch
Poppins
that.
with Emily Blunt as Mary Poppins.
Dear Walt Disney, if you make this film, I will unleash a wrath that you have not seen since Michael Eisner ran the company.
Yeah, it's either a reboot or a sequel, but either way, that's, again, it's something that just does not need anything else.
No. If there was a second book, I'd say do a sequel. But there isn't a second book, there's just that first one.
Yep.
I sent you the original Ghostbusters poster from the old movie to kind of give you the comparison. It's different, but not much.
Yeah, it's just like modernized instead of being like something made on a freaking graphics design poster.
Yeah.
It's just shiny.
That's all it is, pretty much. Shinier.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, Benicio del Toro and Laura Dern have been confirmed to join the Star Wars Episode 8 cast.
Ooh. New characters.
And there has been some leaks recently, and there's a possibility that one of the main characters in Rogue One is going to be Mara Jade.
Don't tease me, bro.
I'm not teasing. Apparently, the character, the actress Felicity Jones is going to be playing in Rogue One. There's a very high possibility that it is going to be Mara Jade.
They are saving a romance that defined a whole book series for a lot of Star Wars fans. Like,
Yeah, again, it hasn't been confirmed, but everyone's saying it's a strong possibility.
it's like that's why I don't want teased. Like, Luke finally getting his love of his life, and she was a very powerful Force user.
Yeah, because a lot of people are saying that in one of the episode 8 teasers and in like the end of episode 7, you could see like an unmarked grave or something, and they think that that's Mara Jade.
Yeah, I even thought it was weird that like she finds the camp and then has to go farther up a hill to find Luke. So yeah. I even think that's a grave, but other than it, but as for who it is, I don't know.
Well, the thing is, it makes sense if they're going the route that it's Luke is Rey's father, then if she's Mara Jade, that kind of more supplies that theory.
Yep. Again, not against that theory.
Pardon?
Not against that theory. Though,
Yeah.
I like. But my biggest problem with it is it's just so predictable.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to see something else, like, surprise me, but I would not be upset with Luke being Rey's dad.
Yeah. In May, New 52 Superman is going to meet the pre-52 Superman in some cross-universe thing event that's happening.
Pre-52 Superman lives in the New 52 universe. Or has no
Yep.
one been reading the Lois and Clark comics?
Well, yeah, those two are going to meet.
Okay.
Um, yeah, Hasbro finally revealed the Ray figurine for the Monopoly set, and apparently everyone was, oh yay, finally, it's over, when it wasn't that massive a thing. I get why people were upset, and it makes sense that they're upset. It's the main character, why take her out of the merchandising? But, like, adding the figurine months afterwards and some secondary Monopoly thing is not that big a thing.
No, it's just putting a it's putting your finger in the hole so the dam
It's
don't
it's
break.
pandering pretty much,
Yeah.
but it's good pandering. They should have done that in the first place, but it still doesn't make up for the original.
This is
So
nice. Now, when you do the next Monopoly set for the next movie, just have her in it to begin with.
yep, exactly. Um, yeah. Do you know how the Mass Effect Andromeda director left BioWare?
Yes.
The writers left now as well.
I'm not getting this game, am I?
The lead writer is leaving to join Bungie. He says that he's real proud of what he's done with Mass Effect Andromeda, and it's going to be freaking amazing. But his time at BioWare is done. And oh my goodness, I am so freaking scared for this game.
Yeah, because
I love the Mass Effect series. Like, me and my big brother, we just constantly replayed Mass Effect 3 all the time.
Like, love or hate the ending. I don't care what your opinions are. I
Oh,
will
yeah.
generally look you in the eye and tell you you're wrong, that the ending was stupid and it needed to be, and the change was needed. No, what they changed was good, but it made sense to me. All of it. Like, I figured out in 2, Shepard wasn't surviving this trilogy. But
Well, technically you can if you do certain things in the third one.
Yeah, he can. But those are so hard to do, and you literally have to be the hard ass to do it. And that's not how I played Shepard.
Well, no, if you do a whole bunch of multiplayer, you can do it.
Oh no, I had the perfect, like, winning condition. Like, you don't get it. The way I played my character was, the only option that made sense to me was that middle one. Not destroy, not become, not control, not destroy. The middle one.
I know,
Make green.
synthesis.
And Shepard never survives green.
I know. But still, there is possibilities for him to survive. But anyway, yeah, I'm still so worried about that, and it's a series I love, so...
Oh no, don't get me wrong, like,
yeah.
I love it. I do, and with, like, I know their tour writer's still around, so I'm hoping maybe they'll pull him in to do whatever finishing touches.
Yeah. Well, one of the lead writers for freaking Dragon Age left not too long ago as well.
Don't scare me there. That upsets me a lot, because Dragon Age is my...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But they,
I know.
they got a lot of hate over 3. Like, there was a lot of people like me who loved it, but there was a lot of people who thought it was just dumb as fuck.
Well, Mass Effect 3.
No, Dragon Age 3.
Inquisition.
Yeah, people didn't like Inquisition.
No, a lot of people loved Inquisition.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people, like, it had that 50-50 camp thing. You either loved it, loved what it did, even loved what it did, the storyline, and can...
I haven't seen any hate for it, really.
I have. There's some people that don't, like... And all of it stems back to... This game wouldn't have been possible without the fuck-up that was 2.
Hey, some people liked 2.
I enjoyed 2 as well, but there's more people that hate 2 than they do 3. And my comment to all these people every time is, why do you play a game you hate?
Well, yeah. And as well, it depends where you look. You look one place and you'll see people despising Fallout 4. Look in another place, it's the holy grail of gaming. It's just where you look.
Yeah. But I love those people who were holding it on a high pedestal now are stepping on it.
Oh no, I'm still playing it.
I no,
New
no,
DLC looks awesome.
I'm taking an extended break until DLC comes out.
Oh yeah,
Then,
that was more news as well. They've announced 3 of the new DLCs, and the way they keep wording it, they're pretty much saying that's not all there's going to be. There's going to be a whole load more.
yeah, apparently the price changed on the season pass.
Oh right, it's like the start of March. It'll increase in price, but if you get it before then you're good.
Okay, I'm not worried about it then. If it went up, I'm fine. If it went down, I might be angry, but it went up.
Because they're adding more content to it. Because the first 3, they do sound like they vary in sizes of content and prices, but one of them is pretty much you get to construct your own like robot companion out of different parts. You get to modify him, and you get new suits. And I'm pretty sure there's a little storyline with it as well. One of the other packs, it's like you can tame like Deathclaws and the other beasts, and like have
Okay, so they're
pit
taking
matches.
they're taking one of the most popular mods.
Yeah, and they're like creating the whole thing around that. The third one is the biggest one, and you go to a whole new area. It's part of a quest with Nick Valentine, and it's like this off the coast island, and it's going to be this massive expansion. So that's going to be awesome as well.
Ooh, and I'm glad it's with a current companion. Like they're not throwing in
Yep.
new characters.
Like Skyrim did with every add-on.
Yeah. But hey, I didn't hate Skyrim's DLC.
Oh no, I pretty much love all Bethesda DLC, apart from like the odd one or two that's But yeah, I was just pointing out. I mean, Skyrim, Hearthstone, when it worked, it was awesome. You get to create your own house. Dawnguard added new storylines and stuff.
Oh my god, Dawnguard was so much fun.
Oh yeah, Dragonborn. Loved going to the island and the storyline. Did
Yeah.
not like the dragon flying.
Because it's pretty much the last 2 heroes of the Elder Scrolls game in 3 and 4 and 5 are both pretty much either became or controlled by a Daedric Lord.
Yeah. But the dragon flying in freaking Dragonborn was
Oh my god. I loved it, and they patched it into the core game.
Wait, you loved the dragon flying?
Yes.
I thought it could have been so much better.
Oh no, it could have been so much better, but I was just like, I'm flying a dragon. I can overlook everything because of the awesomeness that is that statement.
Fair enough. I just got myself too hyped up for amazing dragon flying, and then I got that, and then I was just in an eternal pout with the game.
I played WoW. I expected exactly what I got.
I know, but Skyrim isn't an MMO. I expect MMOs from MMOs, but come on. But, yeah, Hideo Kojima has been going on a little tour, meeting Norman Reedus again. He met Troy Baker. He met Todd Howard at the DICE conference as well. A whole load of other people. So he's interacting with a lot of the big gaming kind of faces. I don't know if it's to do some collaborations or what, but...
Oh my god, if he did something with Bethesda, I think I'd cry.
Oh yeah, pretty much. But that brings me to the next thing. The DICE Awards just passed.
Yeah.
Hideo Kojima won an award for Metal Gear Solid. Todd Howard, pretty sure he got an award.
They
Fallout
got a
4
lifetime
won.
achievement.
Yep, Fallout 4 won Game of the Year. Kojima got a standing ovation when he went up to receive it as well, so he was like honored and such.
What
And
got Game of the Year?
pardon?
What got Game of the Year for DICE?
Fallout 4.
Fallout 4?
Yeah.
I don't see it. I don't, but DICE is those people that look at it from a technical standpoint and Fallout technically is an amazing game, so I'm never gonna.
Again, it's different opinions, different standpoints. It's one person's
Yeah.
good game is another person's terrible got one. So,
I just like
well, pardon?
I just don't understand it winning over The Witcher.
Yeah.
Witcher 3 was amazing. Unless Witcher 3 just fell under last year and its only competition was Metal Gear.
Well, either way, I still think that the Fallout thing was well deserved. It wasn't necessarily. I know I did say it was my game of the year, but looking back, I'm not entirely sure. But it's different people have different opinions, and I can respect them choosing that.
Yeah. I said, I don't disrespect the decision, but it's just one of those ones where I just go, huh? Really?
Yeah. Wolverine 3 may be rated R.
Okay.
A lot of people think this either means Deadpool's going to appear in it, or they're going to go with an Old Man Logan story.
I'm okay with either of those, though I would love to see him in a costume.
Oh yeah.
Like,
well, if it was Deadpool team up, then he would probably be in costume. Even in Deadpool, they had the more brightly colored spandexy things.
Well, the secret ending to
yeah, the first Wolverine movie, he got his costume.
Technically, the second Wolverine movie, and
we do not speak of that other one.
Well, that other one's not canon anymore.
Well, yeah, because Deadpool. So I am freaking grateful for that. There were parts of that movie that were okay.
Except for
there are parts. You pick and choose, claws. And you can make an okay kind of movie from it.
The CG graphics and the claws were terrible.
Oh yeah, but you pick and choose different moments and different kind of little story pieces from that movie. You can make an alright movie. Yes. If you remove Deadpool, obviously. But altogether, that is something that needs to be buried and forgotten.
I still love the first teaser from a studio that decided it was a good idea to sew my mouth shut.
Yeah, pretty much. And he constantly remarks about it in the freaking movie, and I freaking loved that. But yeah, moving on. Transformers 6 is a Bumblebee spin-off film. So, oh no.
Well, I mean, they did shoot Optimus Prime into space where he was going to challenge their creators.
Yeah, but a whole film based off of someone who's pretty much a mute.
Yeah. Oh no, I agree with you there. They've got to give his voice back.
Yeah. Because that whole radio thing, you cannot make a film off of that.
Nope.
I don't care if it's Michael Bay and people go, oh, it's Michael Bay, it'll be explosions fun. No, you cannot make a movie off of radio voice.
Nope.
Nope. Let me see. Yeah, The Simpsons will feature a live segment in one of their upcoming episodes.
Really?
Gonna be animated.
And live they've joked about that.
Those animators are gonna need hand therapy.
Those animators are gonna need just maybe it's not. No, hang on. Let me take an elaborated attempt at this. Maybe it's not animated live, but it's voice acted live.
Possibly. But if it was animated live, they would have to have crack to actually have the energy to do that without their hands crumbling.
I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
At all.
But it'll probably just be voiced live, but still... Kurt Russell joined the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 cast, and Pom Clementieff has been confirmed to star as Mantis.
Interesting.
I'm not entirely sure who Mantis is, but
I'd have to look him
yep.
up. Like the whole cosmic stage for Marvel is a very big blind spot to me.
Yeah. Apple pretty much shut down the FBI when they were asked if they could have backdoor access into phones. More specifically, backdoor access into what was his name? Yeah, an act of terrorism in San Bernardino. But Apple's like, no, no, no. And everyone else seemingly agrees with them, apart from those special few.
Well, I mean, I don't disagree with them,
Yeah.
but
I mean, I get you need to go into the phone, but again, then you just start doing that all over the place and you're invading everyone's privacy, and I can see how that can go wrong. Plus, if you weaken your systems and hackers, it's easier for them to break it, so yeah, I get it. Turns out Captain Phasma's armor was made from the Emperor's spaceship, apparently.
interesting.
Yeah, I read that and it piqued my interest. I mean, they didn't state it in the film, but apparently it's been confirmed. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, Ant-Man writer confirms that he's coming back for the sequel.
Good, good. Ant-Man's writing was spot on.
Yeah, as much as I love that movie, I do agree with a lot of people that it could have been a masterpiece, like a proper masterpiece, if Edgar Wright had properly stayed on for the whole thing.
Yeah.
You look at Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and even World's End, and how well constructed, and like, if you look back at those films and see the hidden jokes and the hidden little clever plot kind of things, Ant-Man could have been fantastic in that respect. It still was a fantastic movie, in my opinion, but I can see where people are coming from where they say it could have been even better.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Like, oh, Ant-Man just was great. It's even one of those movies I'm like, see it in 3D. If you have the option,
Yeah.
watch it in 3D, because that was
Yeah.
a good 3D movie.
Well, like, see the conversation, the part where, oh, what's his name? Michael Pena? Pena? What's his name again?
I don't know. I'm trying to remember.
The funny friend. He's telling the story about how he found out about, what you call it, Hank Pym's safe or whatever.
Oh God, yeah, the whole.
Yeah, the really well constructed joke thing. That screams Edgar Wright to me. That seems like something he created while he was part of the movie. But yeah, again, I still freaking love that movie, but I can't see where people are coming from. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, Anthony Mackie said no to a solo Falcon movie.
Don't blame him. I don't hate this Falcon.
Yeah, I don't hate the Falcon either, but he isn't a big enough character really at this
That's
point.
it right there. There's not enough to that character to
Yeah.
to hold his own.
I mean, they introduced him as Steve Rogers' jogging buddy who had a friend who died after testing out a jetpack. So then he stole a jetpack and helped Steve Rogers.
Yeah. No, it wasn't testing a jetpack. It was on a mission.
Oh, well, on a mission with a jetpack. Either way, it's a good story for like a side character that's just kind of introduced the way he was, but for a whole entire solo movie based off of like just that or just his character, I don't see that working. So I can see why you would say no to that. Yeah, they're making a sequel to The Ring.
Again?
Well, it's called Rings, the upcoming sequel, and it has a new release date of October 28th.
2000 never? I'm sorry, that was mean of me.
Yeah, Rings was supposed to be coming out on April 1st. Freaking April Fool's Day last year, after an original delay from its previous release date, and now it's actually coming out. And again, that's another freaking thing that does not need a sequel.
No, especially not a sequel a la Aliens title.
Yeah.
Because, okay, how do I explain The Ring? Like, it's a very convoluted way to explain this, and, like, okay. So, I am looking at the original 2002 film. It was based on a Japanese horror film, The Ring, that was based on a novel, The Ring, which in Japanese is pronounced Ringu.
Yep.
Um, and like, okay, I'm on Wikipedia for the book. Here's the plot synopsis for the book. After 4 teenagers mysteriously die simultaneously in Tokyo, Nakazumi Asaka, a reporter and uncle to one of the deceased, decides to launch his own personal investigation. His search leads him to Hakone Pacific Land, a holiday resort the youths were last seen together at exactly 1 week before their deaths. Once there, he happens upon a mysterious, unmarked videotape. Watching the tape, he witnesses strange sequences, blah blah blah, and abstract and realistic footage, including an image of an injured man that ends with a warning revealing that the viewer has a week to live. So no phone call. Giving a single means of avoiding death. The tape's explanation ends suddenly, having been overwritten by an advertisement. The tape has a horrible mental effect on the reporter. I'm trying not to bastardize Japanese names, and he doesn't doubt for a second that its warning is true. So that's the that's the first paragraph of their summary. I'm not going to read all of it, but
Well, yeah, because we'll be sitting here for like an hour.
yeah. And I think the only difference between The Ring, the first movie, and the Ringu movie and the Ringu book was the scary teenager who I'm trying. Yeah, it's weird, but the movies are tragically different, and the book, like, I think the Japanese movie is straight the Japanese book, but the American movie versus the Japanese movies are totally different beasts. Totally different beasts.
Well, anyway, the upcoming sequel to The Ring, which is just called Rings, is coming out October 28th, and yeah, that whole Scooby-Doo Apocalypse comic thing is going to be arriving in May. Assume the rest of the weird Hanna-Barbera comics are going to be out then as well. What?
No, I'm just looking at some of the other. The Rings 2018, previously titled The Ring 3D.
Oh. Dead Rising movie sequel Endgame has begun production. Yeah, I didn't even see the first one, and
Yeah.
it's exclusively for Crackle, that one thing that no one uses.
I do to watch
Uh,
bad
up,
movies. I mean, they did have Seinfeld
yeah.
before everyone.
um, Avatar: The Last Airbender returns a new graphic novel series.
Ooh, I need to buy the last one. I don't think I have the fourth graphic novel series. I have the first three.
Yeah.
I need to get the fourth one.
Oh, DC has signed writer Tom King and artists Clay Mann and John Timms for an exclusive contract for DC and Vertigo titles.
Okay.
King has worked on Grayson and some other comics. Tim Seeley worked on some of the same things and did Omega Man, which was apparently rated really well. Yeah, they're going to be with DC exclusively.
Interesting.
Kojima still hopes to work with Norman Reedus as well.
Good.
I was really disappointed when that game was cancelled.
Don't.
Because apart from anything else, I would have been able to play as Norman Reedus. uh, Kojima and I'm gonna butcher this name. Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo
uh,
del Tomo.
Del Toro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Del Toro. We're talking collaboration and talking about horror. Apparently,
I imagine they will. They will bring it back.
somehow in like an inspired by kind of game that is pretty much what they wanted to do anyway.
Yeah.
That's, I think that's what might happen. Um, DC announced what Rebirth is.
And
It's not a reboot.
okay.
Do you remember Green Lantern Rebirth
Uh-huh.
and Flash Rebirth? How like Green Lantern brought back Hal Jordan, pretty much sorted a whole load of the stuff to do with the universe,
Yep.
and pretty much set things right continuity wise.
Yep.
They're pretty much going to be doing that to the whole freaking DC universe, trying to bring back old elements that have been missing, and but not overwriting the new stuff. And it's going to be kicking off in May. Detective and Action Comics are going to go back to their original numbering.
So like 800 and something.
Yeah, pretty much. Um, all the new series will start over with number one and such. Some of the pretty much all the creative teams are being switched around. Jeff Johns and Jason Fabok are going to be leaving Justice League after their current storyline to work on something else.
Okay.
Let me see. Yeah, there's just a whole load of changes. Also, all of the books will have a cover price of $2.99 instead of like the varied numbering, and some of the books are going to be twice monthly as well.
I don't hate that, but that is a wallet breaker for certain books.
Oh, it's a break for some of the books, but like they're still bringing down the ridiculous freaking $3.99 price
Yeah.
tag, which is good. And it's not a lot of them that are going to be coming out twice monthly. It's only a few. But let me see. Yeah, Action Comics 957, Detective 934. They're bringing back Titans properly. There's going to be a few special issues like Birds of Prey and different things like that, but they're pretty much sorting their universe, which is what a lot of people have been asking for, and they're bringing back some of the older elements. So I'm excited for that. I hope they do it well instead of just being another mess. And don't get me wrong, I actually enjoyed the New 52 for what it was.
Oh no,
in a lot of
there were
places. It
several.
added a whole load of diversity. It added like new takes on a lot of the heroes, good new comics, different creative teams. I really enjoyed that, but they muddled up the continuity so freaking much to the point that it just does not interconnect half the time. And I get that they want to get that back.
Yeah.
Yeah, first images and a trailer have been released for Stephen Amell as like future Oliver Queen, and he does have a robo arm,
Nice.
like Winter Soldier style robo arm, and he's got the full goatee, and it actually looks amazing.
Nice.
So I can't wait for that in Legends. I'm pretty sure it's going to be next week as well. It starts off, so that'll be awesome. Supergirl released the first photo of Silver Banshee.
Woo! Yet another.
I will show you the picture. It looks much better than the Smallville version.
Well, I mean, Smallville tried to be like very New Millennium. Yeah, it's good. It's spot on.
It's very comic, like accurate, especially when compared to Smallville. Don't get me wrong, I freaking loved Smallville. Quite a lot of it. There were quite a lot of down points, but as a whole, I loved the series. But again, with those down points, a lot of it was the way that they did some of the main characters. Well, not main characters, but like villains, like Silver Banshee, and oh no. Apparently, Pokken Tournament isn't actually that similar to Tekken, which is being described as being good instead of being a bad thing. Author Harper Lee passed away at age 89.
Oh, moment.
Pardon?
Said let's take a moment.
Yep.
Okay, we can move on. Need that moment to be longer? Pause here.
Yeah, pretty much. Force Awakens is going to be getting a comic adaptation. It was announced.
They'll finish the storyline?
I don't know. I just saw that there was getting a comic
Force Awakens. I'm thinking
adaptation.
of Force Unleashed. Never mind.
Force Awakens.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but you can see my confusion there.
I freaking wish it was Force Unleashed. Gareth Malin for the freaking win. But, Deadpool vs. Gambit series was announced.
That should be interesting.
Yeah, pretty much.
I wonder how many times Gambit's gonna blow up Deadpool's head just to shut him up.
Yeah. Yeah, with Rebirth, what you call it? The creative team's been switched around. Apparently, Jim Lee's going to be joining the Suicide Squad creative team as one of the rotating artists.
Interesting.
It's going to be one of the twice monthly comics.
Twice monthly bothers me, but I pay for Spider-Man, so I don't know why I'm complaining.
Yeah. I mean, they're not going full Marvel and going crazy with it, so I'm happy with that. And I can see why they're, like, putting as big a talent as, like, Jim Lee on it. I'm not saying, like, the previous people weren't good, but it's Jim Lee. Yeah. And it's to coincide with a movie, so I can definitely see why they're doing that. It's smart. And plus, I cannot wait for that. I freaking love Jim Lee. Ubisoft released the Division open beta, which is still on. I played a whole bunch of it, and I do not believe it's going to be a Watch Dogs. I do not think it's going to disappoint.
No, from what I'm understanding is it's just enough of like that Destiny feel set in a more modernistic setting.
Think Destiny combined with Ghost Recon combined with, well, just like free roam through New York.
Yeah, that's how I've had it explained. I've heard it explained. And while I'm
and it's real fun.
It, that's not like my type of game. It really isn't.
Well, I can say it's got RPG elements. You've got different classes like tank, healer, DPS, whatever. And there's going to be raids and all that other kind of stuff. And the way you go through the city and scavenge, it's real fun. especially if you have people to play with. That makes it.
That's half my avoidance right there.
Oh
Most of
no, no,
my
no!
friends
It
are.
makes it. It makes it really enjoyable, but in the way that like playing a Halo game in the campaign with someone else makes it more enjoyable.
Threat
It's
has
just
been
like an added
detected.
benefit. You can still play through it like solo and enjoy it a lot.
My virus thing just popped up. Everyone just heard that. I loaded up something to check something silently in the background, and apparently it's a threat. It's okay, people. My computer's fine.
Yeah, Marvel released a first look inside Civil War 2. Just a couple of pages of art. Apparently, people coming to Iron Man's rescue or something. But yeah, so they're starting to advertise that a bit more.
What's the plot of Civil War 2 other than we're going to do a title to tie into the movies?
I don't even know. Apparently, it's Superior Iron Man fighting Captain Falcon Iron Man, and not Iron Man, Captain Falcon America, for goodness sake. And I don't know. It seems like they're making it just to make it.
Ooh, I just thought of a good name for him. The American Falcon.
Oh. That's what my little brother called the Millennium Falcon when he couldn't pronounce it right.
It's better than the Aluminium Falcon.
Oh.
What the hell's an aluminum falcon?
Aluminium. Oh, a lot of people are annoyed about that grammatically.
Well, I mean, it's a regional thing. Like, we pronounce aluminum, aluminum. You pronounce aluminum, aluminium. It's a regional thing.
Yep. I can move on to TV if you want.
Yeah, sure. Like, I've been playing catch-up with my Sentai stuff and all that. Like, the new Joe Yuger started, but I haven't gotten a chance to watch it yet. And I've been catching up on Ghost. I did watch the ending to Ninja. And means I'm a little excited for Ninja Steel, but just to see what they do with the footage. But yeah, go on.
I'm really happy for you. Yeah, Walking Dead returned with a mid-season premiere. It was called No Way Out, and it was actually excellent. Didn't slow down the pace. It's filled with a lot of key moments. One especially from the comics that a lot of people are waiting for. Pardon?
Did they really rip out Coral's eye?
They didn't rip it out.
Okay.
They shot it out.
Yeah.
And
Calling it.
was...
Coral's gonna become a madman like the governor now. He's got the eye patch to match.
Oh, no. But the way they're doing it, it doesn't seem he's going to be going crazy. But the way they pulled it off was fantastic, because right before it, there was so many moments that I did not expect. Well, I kind of expected, but either way, it was real good how they pulled that off. Had a lot of great moments, as I said, and hopefully it's going to mean a great second half of Season 6. But only time will tell. I'd give it an 8.5.
Okay.
Legends of Tomorrow had another awesome episode. It was heavily Firestorm kind of focused, but not. It still had more focus on the other characters as well.
How is the new Firestorm doing?
Oh, it's real good. They're handling it quite well.
Good.
And like it doesn't feel like there's a main character in each episode. It does feel equal how they're
balancing the team aspect of it.
Yeah. Like, they'll split it off into, like, 2s or 3s or that throughout the episodes, and it's pulled off well. It doesn't feel like they're doing it just to do it. Like, it had a lot of great moments. I think I'd give it a 9. It's still going... Legends of Tomorrow is still going ahead real well for its first season. Flash had a great episode. It was the continuation of the Earth 2 storyline, and I don't want to go fully into spoilers, but it was just awesome seeing the parallels and the way they pulled off Zoom and a whole load of other things, and I'd give it a 9. And last but not least, Arrow had a new episode, and the main villains was the Demolition Team.
I don't know if I know them.
Pretty much, the main person had a nail gun, one of the guys had a sledgehammer, and they used a lot of explosives. They were kind of throwaway characters. So for that, I would kind of put it down a bit. But the actual story of the episode was real good. Pulled it off well, and it had a great twist at the end, which sets up the next episode to be real good. So I'd give it 8.5.
Okay.
Again, I am biased sometimes when it comes to superhero shows, but I try to be as honest as I can. But yeah, I think that's it for TV this week. Agents of Shield still hasn't returned, and I don't really cover the other ones, so yeah, I'm done. Do you have anything else?
Honestly, no. It's been a slow week for me, and my only saving grace is I've been playing World of Warcraft. That's been my free time, and I've been enjoying it, and I appreciate everyone who comes out for the stream. I wish I'd be getting more interactions. I do have the chat open every time now since I have 2 screens. I can see the chat. I really would like the interaction, but I get 3 to 4 viewers per stream, so I don't complain. And the VOD is always there.
Nintendo's been hyping up the re-release of Red and Blue and Yellow, showing off new trailers and kind of propping up the new DSs and such.
Yeah.
The remastered, well, not remastered, but the Virtual Console Red and Blue just looks beautiful.
I can't wait to pick up Yellow.
Yep. Because they ended the trailer with it was either Mew or Mewtwo in the cave, and I was like, oh my goodness.
I love that, after, how long has it been? 20-some years since those games?
Yeah.
They revealed that there was a legit way to catch Mew in game.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you sons of bitches.
Yeah.
I was legitimately upset by that.
Understandably.
I was like, I went to Toys R Us after Toys R Us, which isn't an easy thing to do, hoping someone was there giving it away.
Yeah. But, I think that's everything that I've got. I wasn't as prepared this week, and that's my fault, but...
It's
fine. If you'd like to end it here, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, we've been going for about an hour, and kind of small episode.
Yeah, there's no point in dragging it out.
No. We've been getting back down to an hour again. Like I said, the Toy Fair stuff was amazing. For complete galleries, you can look at 2 of my websites. One is figures.com, and the other one is toyark.com. I'm double checking that to make sure I pronounce that right. They're part of a conglomerate with Toku Nation and Transformer World 2005. That's TFW 2005. Yeah, Toyark. Toyark.com. They have a series of conclusive lists, and they constantly cover release news for both pretty much anything nerd collectible wise, statues, figures, a 1/6 scaled, almost gorgeous replica of Malcolm Reynolds from Firefly.
Oh.
Yeah. It's Mal, and it's great. And
I love Nathan Fillion.
Yep. But yeah,
Yep. Unless you've got anything else.
Nope. You can follow me at robo_luchador.
You can follow me at Elusive Speed.
We thank you for coming out, and
Yep.
we will see you next time. Bye bye.